Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. This thumbnail was created by Shadow Critius. You should check his channel out if you haven't already. I like his content, so you should check it out if you guys are not already subscribed to him already. So let's get on to this What If. Yeah, before I begin, I know a lot of you want another part of my Spider-Man deku. So after this one, I'll make the next part. Then I'll go back to my what if Deku was in a relationship with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, and get that all squared away, so I can finish that off and start working on other projects that I want to get done. As we start our what if, as Darkseid has killed Mr. Miracle in front of Big Barda for her betrayal, as he beat her till she was inches away from dying. Then he opened a boom tube to Earth as he grabbed her by the hair and dragged her through the boom tube and threw her in front of Superman's feet. What are you doing here, Darkseid? If you're trying to take if you're trying to invade Earth again, it will end all the same as it always does. I have no desire to take Earth at the current time, Kryptonian. You can have her. As Darkseid throws Big Barda in front of Superman, Superman could tell that she's barely alive. You can have my scraps. She's no longer useful. You didn't think I would know that she's been relaying information to you and your little league? I simply ignored it until now. I found your little plan beneath me. I found it quite funny of your attempt to try to sabotage me, a god, and trying to turn my female theories against me. Pathetic. Next time we meet, Superman, I will take Earth. I will kill you. Starting with that Earth woman you call Lois. I will strip her down, torture her in front of you. Then I'll kill her. Then I'll end her life. While you watch. Then I will continue this method on every single human on Earth. Then when you have nothing left, then I will end you. Until we meet again. Enjoy what time you have left. You can't escape Darkseid. When I come back to conquer this pitiful planet, please do resist. It would humor me. As the Boom 2 portal closes, Superman and Big Brother are unaware that Darkseid took some of her spare DNA when he modified her, when she first joined the female Furies. He used his DNA and Big Barda's to create a powerful offspring to mold the child in his own image. Darkseid made his way back to his castle on Apocalypse. As he's walking down the hall, as he entered one of his laboratories where he creates parademons and modify his servants. As he approaches Granny Goodness, as she was standing in front of a large tube, starting the large tube has some sort of green liquid in it. As there's a small fetus in the tube of water. How's my son progressing, Granny Goodness? The new son of Apocalypse is doing well, Master Darkseid. I'll notify you if any changes occur, Lord Darkseid. Good. Make sure nothing happens to my son. Unlike him, you're expendable. All of you are. Until I say otherwise. When he's out of his incubation tube, have Lashina take care of him. Of course, Master Darkseid. As Darkseid leaves the laboratory without saying another word, as he went back to his throne room to, to sit on his throne. As several years has passed, as Big Barda had a hard time recovering from almost dying from Darkseid and watching her husband be killed in front of her, but slowly she healed mentally and physically as she lives in the suburbs and in Metropolis. She stays in frequent contact with Superman. At the same time, on Apocalypse, as you see a young green-haired boy, age unknown. He looks like around a 6 or 7 years old, as you see several bodies scattered all around the arena. Blood covered the ground everywhere. As the young man is drenched in blood from head to toe. How is that, Granny? Bit disappointed that they didn't put up much of a resistance. Perfect, my darling boy. Was Dad watching? Do you think he'll be proud? Well, to get your answer, you might have to look up, my boy. He sees his father on the upper level of the stadium as he nods at his son as he walks away. Come on, my boy, let's get you cleaned up. After you get proper clean, continue your training with Lashina. Okay, Granny. Lashina, continue what lessons you were doing yesterday. Understood, Granny Goodness. As Granny Goodness walks away, as Lashina kneels down to the little boy's eye level, look at you. You're all covered in blood. Let's get you cleaned up, shall we? Okay, big sis. As she took the small boy by the hand, as she lead him to the area where they get cleaned up, Lachina has always had a soft spot for Izuku, for the kid, the young man. His training's been quite brutal with his father. And the young man is quite brutal to everyone else except for his father, Granny Goodness, and the female Furies. But the boy seems to have a lot more kinder. The boy seems to be a lot more kinder towards Lashina than anyone else. Of course, the boy would never openly show his affection towards her in front of his father because Darkseid doesn't tolerate any sort of weakness. After Lashina got Izuku all cleaned up, she brought him to the training field after several hours of brutal training. She brought him to the throne room. As Lashina and Izuku bend down on one knee in front of Darkseid while he's sitting on his throne. I've been very pleased with your progress. It's time for a proper test of your abilities. You shall take one of my ships and venture out into the galaxy and conquer your very first planet. You may bring Lashina as your second. I want you to subjugate the population of whatever world you take over and silence any resistance. Then inform Granny Goodness of your success. And then we'll begin processing the civilians of the world to begin the process of turning them into parademons. Lashina and Izuku said in sequence, yes, Lord Darkseid. It shall be done. But be warned, my boy. Pick your world very carefully. You might happen to attack one of the worlds that the Green Lantern protect. They will try to stop you. And if that does happen, I want you to annihilate them. Show them the might of Darkseid. Yes, Father, I won't fail you. Sure you don't, or you will be punished. You might be my flesh and blood, but that doesn't mean that I'm soft on you, boy. Understood. As Izuku and Lashina had their way to board one of the ships that Darkseid provided his son, as they used that ship, well, the ship, to travel through space, that Darkseid traded with his matter manipulation. He does have similar abilities to his father to a weaker degree. After all, he's still a kid. His abilities are still his abilities will grow as he grows. He even inherited the Omega effect. The only difference between him and his father is his Omega beams are green instead of red. As a new god, he's far more powerful than a normal human, with super strength, endurance, almost entirely invulnerable. Only a few things could actually seriously injure him. Human bullets will have no effect on him. He's totally immune to laser weapon fire. He hasn't been trained in his matter of manipulation. He hasn't been trained in his matter of manipulation very often. Only thing he can create are weapons, like swords and shields and all that fun stuff. As Lord Darkseid's son is, his father was quite brutal when it came to his training. Darkseid hold no love for the boy. In Darkseid's eyes, his son is a useful tool to be used. Then when he's no longer useful, he will discard him like he was some sort of outdated weaponry. But Darkseid knows that sorry again. Darkseid knows that Izuku is a better son than his other two children. Darkseid even sees Izuku as a improvement than his firstborn, Orion. Izuku had no interest in New Genesis. He knows of his brother, but Orion is unaware of Izuku's existence, including the rest of the galaxy. This will be his grand interest to reveal himself to the galaxy as the son of Darkseid. When Lashina and Izuku finally boarded the vessel, Lashina turned to Izuku. You ready for this, little Darkseid? As he rolled his eyes, I'm more than ready to prove him. Sorry, I'm more than ready to prove to Father that I am the more superior son than the other two. Of course, Izuku is unaware that he has a sister. His father kept that a little bit of information out of it when he explained he has brothers, one adopted and one's on New Genesis. Of course, there was a third son, but he brutally killed him because he found out he was a traitor. I haven't met my brothers yet. I've heard of them. A weakling and a traitor. I have no problem killing the weakling. If I spot the traitor, I'll vaporize him. As he sees Orion as the traitor, constantly challenging Darkseid, stopping his plans, and trying to kill him several occasions. You definitely inherited Master Darkseid's brutality. You don't need to worry, big sis. You're the only one on Apocalypse that will be spared from my wrath. I want to make Father proud, but I'm not stupid, Lashina. I know Father doesn't care one bit about me. As long as I'm useful, he'll keep me around, and I plan to be quite useful to Father. I might be just a kid, but I'm not. But I'm not so naive to believe Master Darkseid has any affection towards me. If he's even capable of that sort of affection. sorry, if he's even capable of that sort of a motion. Sorry, I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. As a boom tube opened up when the ship took flight, as it exits its destination, the ship begins to enter the orbit of of the first world Izuku's about to conquer. By the life form readings from the ship computers, there's a large population of sentient life. Then there's also a good amount of wildlife, but Izuku has no interest in wild animals. As the people of this world is a humanoid alien life, sorry, a humanoid alien species, quite similar to humans. Izuku doesn't know of humanity. He's never met a human before, or even knows of Earth's existence. Ashina, scan the military structures. When you locate them, annihilate them with the ship weapons. Then release the parademons. In the chaos, I'll begin to approach the leader of this world. He'll either submit or he will die. I'm on it. Once Lashina located all of the military structures, as she engaged the weapons on the ship, as the ship bombarded all the military structures that could pose a threat, as well, the ship basically destroys all that anti-air weaponry. As straightly after they crippled the military force, they release the parademons as Izuku begins to fly down to the city to give me a second, guys. As the parademons, come down to the city and like a locust, as they begin brutally murdering everyone that they could find. Izuku hasn't got off the ship yet, so I skipped ahead a little bit. So sorry about that, guys. I showed any type of resistance. Basically, murder anyone that showed any type of resistance. Basically, what I'm trying to say. As all the population saw someone floating in the sky with his hands behind his back, quite a similar pose like Darkseid. As the small boy is hovering down to the ground, with Lashina by his side, as they begin to round up all the civilians that weren't resisting Lashina. If anyone resists, kill their offspring in front of them. Now let's find the leader of this disgusting world. Judging by that alien structure, seems like a castle, so whatever he or she is most likely there. That's in the background. I'll leave you in charge while I have a nice little chat with their leader. Understood, young master. Don't have too much fun now, big sis, as he begins to walk away, cackling. When Izuku is approaching their capital, where the royalty lies, as Izuku heard rumbling, as several alien tanks come driving through the street of the alien city. Parademons, dispose of these annoying pests. Izuku just watched the parademons rip through the hull of the alien tanks, as he heard screams of agony coming from the inside of the tank, as parademons drug out their corpses and laid in front of Izuku. Half of you silence any resistance, and the rest of you follow me to the capital. When Izuku continued his path towards the capital, as he saw a platoon of what's left of their military force, all pointing their guns at him. They don't have like bullets; they have laser guns, basically. What it is. As Izuku's eyes glow bright green color, as he shoots out his green Omega beams, as the Omega beams zip around the air and annihilate every last one of them, of these humanoid alien soldiers, leaving nothing but a puff of smoke, like they were erased from existence. As he continues his path, as we cut to the leader of this world, as he's sitting on his throne, as he heard laser fire coming from the guns from his soldiers outside the big metal door leading to his throne room, as it suddenly became quiet. As the big metal doors leading to the throne room smash open, as a wave of parademons come rushing out of it, or rushing in. As everyone in the throne room could see a young boy behind the monsters that are invading their world. A child? Why are you doing this? We are a peaceful race. We've never engaged in warfare with any of the other species. We haven't done anything wrong. If you think you can invade our planet and you will not, and you get away with it, we are protected by the Green Lantern Corps. You won't get away with this. That's interesting bit of information. The Green Lantern Corps. Interesting. I've heard of them. I haven't so far been impressed with their capabilities. Pathetic. Protecting. Ugh. They're going to stop you. We've already sent a distress call. As Izuku starts to laugh. Good. I'm counting on it. You cannot stop me. Your world will belong to Darkseid. And those who resist, well, unfortunately, will have to be killed. It's all up to you how much of your people will survive. Of course, the ones who do survive will be transformed into parademons. That's just your fate. Best to accept it. And maybe, if you're fortunate, the ones who don't get changed into parademons will become slaves. It's nothing personal, old man. It's about survival. I won't allow this. As the ruler of this alien species pulled out some sort of laser gun, as he opened fire, with great ease, he swapped the laser fire with his hand, swiping it away, basically his back of his hand. And what laser fire that he couldn't swat away basically bounced off Izuku. As his eyes start to glow a bright green, as he shot out his Omega, being vaporized in the leader of this world. Peaceful. How ironic. You call yourself peaceful and he shot me. Not so peaceful where I sit, because you're dead. Alright, you disgusting creatures. Round up everyone, begin transferring them to the ship, while I wait for the Green Lantern Corps to arrive. Hopefully they put a better resistance than these pathetic insects. As he shattered the window in the throne room by using his telekinesis, as he begins to float up in the air through the window, hands behind his back in a Darkseid pose, like Darkseid does, basically. As he's in the sky watching the burning city, as he's watching all the civilians being captured or killed, being contained to ready for to be transferred to Apocalypse as slaves or subjects, or to be turned into parademons. As he sees several figures flying, into the atmosphere, heading towards him, wearing some sort of green outfit with a symbol of the Green Lantern Corps on their chest. So that's the Green Lantern. Interesting, there's quite a lot of them. Friendly approach, I think you can smile at them. Hello there. So these are the famous Green Lantern Corps. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to contain you all. You all. You will make the perfect present to my father. As slaves, of course. Why did you invade this world? So many questions, so demanding. Very well, I'll humor you. Darkseid sent me here to subjugate this world. I might not like it, but I must obey. You know how it is. You might be just a kid, but we'll stop you. We'll stop this madness. As Izuku starts to laugh, please do try. This world's been disappointing. I haven't had a I haven't had a decent fight since I've been on this disgusting world. As as the Green Lantern of this little unit uses his power ring to create a construct, only for the construct to be simply swatted away and destroyed. Izuku grabbed onto the Green Lantern's hand and crushed it, as he repeatedly to headbutt him in the face, then toss him into the building. Well, toss him to the side as he goes through a building. As he lifts up his opposite hand and rip the building off from the ground, where the Green Lantern landed, and through the building that same building that the Green Lantern crashed into. As all the Green Lantern's eyes widen by the pure destructive power of the young man. As he clapped his hands towards the rest of the Green Lantern, as a shockwave was created, as they all go flying to the ground, making making their own small craters, each of them. As he shot out several Omega beams out of his eyes at the Green Lanterns, they tried to get up, but they were hit. And he did not want to kill them. He severely injured them, but not kill them. He has full control over his Omega beams, like his father. He could choose to either vaporize them, kill them, or even transport them to a realm of pure torture, where where they would experience their worst fears for eternity. As Darkseid taught him everything those Omega beams can actually do. He he even explained that sometimes. Sorry, he explained that one time when he shot Batman that he was transported into the past. So he needs to be careful about that. Got all excited for nothing, weaklings. Can you even? You can't even beat a 7-year-old kid. Pathetic. As he begins kicking them while they're down. Pathetic weaklings. There you are. You seem to have been having fun. There you are. You seem to have been having fun. Hi, Lashina. I take it everything's fine on your end? Everything's going fine. We're almost done with the transport. The planet population will be on the ship shortly. Good. Good. So what are we going to do with these Green Lanterns? Shall I kill them? Oh, heavens no. We're bringing them alive. I'm going to give them to Father as a present. As he begins to take each of their rings off their fingers, as he placed them in a small metal box that he created to contain power rings. Like his father, he's quite brilliant. The the small metal box is specially made to hold power rings. As he thought he would come across Green Lanterns in the future, so he begins strategizing a plan to contain their power rings. As he as he slapped chains on all of them, as he begins to transfer the Green Lanterns to the ship as prisoners, as the ship opened a boom tube to Apocalypse, once once he gathered all the civilians, leaving leaving a couple of parademons on the world so his father could extract any resources that was left on the planet. As he had all the civilians transferred to the slave pits, so Granny Goodness could pick the ones that she wants to turn into parademons, then use the rest of them as slaves. He's walking through the throne room with Lashina holding on to a chain, holding on to a long chain, as all the Green Lanterns are all bound up, approaching the throne room. As Izuku has a smirk on his face. It's done, Lord Darkseid. Well done, my boy. And look who we have here. You even brought me some Green Lanterns as well. Interesting. A gift, Father, as he hands over the small metal box to his father, using his telekinesis. When Darkseid opened the box, he had a smirk on his face. You outdone yourself this time, my boy. I'm very pleased. I will have fun twisting them to my will. For your reward, my boy. You can use the next couple weeks to relax. I'll inform you on the next task. I'll order you further. Inform you on the next task. Please, try to relax. For you, my Green Lantern friends, let's get better acquainted, shall we? Of course, Father. As Lashina and Izuku leave the room, only to hear screams once he walked away as he closed the throne room door, as the Green Lanterns are being tortured. The knowledge of the world and the Green Lanterns spread across the galaxy or the universe. Other Green Lanterns came to investigate. There was no sign of their companions. While the power rings are in the small metal box, they can't track down their power signature of the power rings, so they have no idea Darkseid attacked the planet and took the civilians. As the planet itself became a ghost planet, only life on the planet is the wild animals. Shortly afterwards, Darkseid siphoned all of the resources that the planet can provide. As he got what he needed, afterwards he destroyed the planet afterwards. Several weeks has passed as Darkseid summoned his son to the throne room for a very important mission. You summon me, Lord Darkseid? As he kneeled down on one knee. Because you did so well on your little last test, I have a very important mission for you to complete. I want you to go to the planet called Earth and silence a traitor. She used to be one of my theories. Her name is Big Barda. I want you to kill her. Lashina will be accompanying you on this mission. She knows Big Barda very well. She will be a great asset on this mission. You leave in a day's time. But be warned, the people on that planet have abilities, so the task won't be as easy as the last one. It shall be done, Lord Darkseid. Izuku left the room to get ready for his next mission. While Darkseid summoned Lashina to his throne room. Want to see me, Lord Darkseid? I'll be sending the boy to Earth to silence that traitor. I decided I no longer wish for her to be alive anymore. I decided her very own son will kill her. It would be poetic. Of course, Lord Darkseid. You shall go with my son on his task. I'm not questioning your orders, sir, but are you sure this is wise, Darkseid? What if she finds out? What if he finds out Big Barda is his mother? Don't question my orders. If that does occur, if he fails, kill her, then kill him. I will not tolerate traitors. I can't bend him to my will. He's no longer useful. As her eyes widen, yes, Lord Darkseid, as she tightened her fists and clenched her teeth, as she left the throne room, I gotta say, Lord Darkseid, that's quite a twisted plan you have there, sir. As she steps out of the shadows, I can't allow that traitor to turn him against me. He has the potential to be quite powerful when he's fully grown. He could be a threat. The boy is quite close to Lashina. He's hid it well, but he can't hide it from me. I'm fully aware of that, Granny Goodness. My son has hid it well, but he can't hide anything from Darkseid. If they both turn their backs on me, I want you to personally kill them. So you will be going to Earth as well. Just don't allow them to know you're there. Of course, Lord Darkseid. As Granny Goodness walks away, hopefully he does what he's told. It would be a shame to lose him. I kind of like the kid. As she's mostly saying it to herself. Several hours later, Lashina checks on Izuku as she sees him sleeping in his bed. As she sat right next to him, she stroked his hair gently, as she has a very affectionate expression on her face. Lashina and Big Barda might have their issues, but they were once good friends. She took it upon herself when she found out Izuku was her son to be his mother figure that the boy needed. So she decided what she was going to do. It might end in her death, but she would do anything for the little Izuku, for the little boy, or the little new god. She knows even if he killed his own mother, Darkseid would eventually get rid of him at some point. Once they make it to Earth, she's going to find Big Barda and tell her everything. She doesn't know how she's going to react knowing that she has a son. As much as she wants to tell him that as much as she wants to tell him that Big Barda is his mother, she can't. It would be a death sentence for the both of them. She knows how Izuku thinks. He would feel betrayed and very angry, and he might do something reckless, like attacking Darkseid and getting himself killed. He's he's not powerful enough to challenge his father. She doesn't want to see him get killed, nor does she want to see him get twisted into a monster like Darkseid. She knows she's not a good person. It's too late for her, but it's not too late for Izuku. As she laid down, embracing Izuku in a mother embrace, as she falls asleep with Izuku around her arms. Lashina always wanted her own child, but she never found the right partner. On Apocalypse, it's not a very good place to find a husband, and there's no dating scene here at all. Love and affection will get yourself killed here on Apocalypse. The next day, Izuku opened his the next day, he woke up and got ready for his mission as he opened a boom tube portal to a place called Earth on the outskirts of Metropolis. I really don't want to walk, so what do you suggest we do? Lashina. We'll just have to take one of their transports. It can't be too hard to operate it. And no, you're not going to be driving. Why not? Sounds fun. You're way too short. That's not my fault. I'm 7. and I don't know what's the big deal. I'm able to conquer planets and enslave entire species, but yet I can't drive one of these transport vehicles. As he gives Lashina a pouty face, only a only a kid could make. As she just pinches his cheek. What did you do? Why did you do that for? For being too adorable. I'm not adorable. I'm a vicious warrior. I can't help but giggle. The expression he's showing on his face doesn't match what he's been saying. As she couldn't help but think he's even more adorable after boasting like that. We need to locate one of these vehicles, then we need to get a change of clothes. Our clothes might be normal back home, but on Earth, it will stand out. And the last thing we need is the Kryptonian to catch on before I think of a solid plan. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's very logical. So, as Izuku sees some sort of vehicle driving down the road. So, these are one of these vehicles you keep talking about. As Izuku saw one of the cars driving down the highway, shall I stop the vehicle and kill the driver? As she flicks his forehead, no killing random humans. That will only bring attention to ourselves. As Izuku scratched the back of his head, as he laughed nervously, you're no fun. Izuku stopped the car with his telekinesis while Lashina yanked the man out of the car and knocked him out. As they both believe, as Izuku left the man on the side of the road, as they both got into the vehicle while Lashina drove the car. Before she started the car and drove down the road, she made sure Izuku was buckled up in the seatbelt. This weak device, called a seatbelt, is for safety. No, even if you crash the vehicle, nothing. It won't hurt me one bit. You know that, right? I'm fully aware of that. You would be unharmed if you had a seatbelt or not if we managed to crash. Just humor me. After all, safety comes first. Right, safety. You know how ridiculous that sounds. Oh, please, can you just humor me, Izuku? As he shrugged his shoulders and just looked out the window, he was getting bored, just sitting in the car. So he took something out of his pocket. As he had a phone in his hand. Where did you get that from? I took it from the unconscious human that we left on the side of the road. It looked pretty interesting. When they finally drove into Metropolis, Izuku looked like he wasn't impressed. So this is a human city. Disgusting. Everyone looks so happy. I don't like it. Can we just hurry this up so I can go back home? It would be a lot easier if I could destroy this whole city and just call it a day. We have no idea where Big Barter is. And there's no guarantee she's even in the city. This is such a drag. Wake me up when something interesting happens. As Izuku takes a nap in the car. A few minutes later, good, it looks like he's fast asleep. I need to find a way to keep him occupied while I go search for Big Barda. I know the little guy way too well. The moment he finds out what she looks like, he'll immediately try to kill her. I guess I don't really have a choice. Hopefully he's in a talking mood. Screw fighting clothes, I might as well just go talk to him. Lashina drove the car to the Hall of Justice and stopped in front of the building. As she woke up Izuku. Wake up. We're here. Where are we? I have to talk to someone real fast. Come on. Lashina walked to the Hall of Justice while holding on to Izuku's hand as she kicked the door open. As Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Black Canary all turn around to see Lashina walking in the Hall of Justice while holding on to a hand, holding hands with a little boy. Hello, Superman. It's been a while. What are you doing here, Lashina? Where's Darkseid? Don't get your tights in a bunch. He's not here. He's on Apocalypse. Can we talk in private? I'm not here to fight. Who's the kid? That's one of the reasons why I need to talk to you. We don't have much time. I highly doubt Darkseid just sent the two of us here. He most likely sent someone to keep an eye on us. Can one of you just look after Izuku while we have our nice little chat? And follow me. If you try anything, it won't end well for you. I'll take you down. Don't worry, like I said, I'm not here to fight. Who is these losers? Especially, I don't like the one with the red cape. I'm gonna kill him. As everyone turned around to hear what the young man said. I don't like when people threaten Lashina. Can I kill him? Please? Fortunately, you can't. Don't worry, I'll explain everything once I talk to Superman over here. Sucks. Okay. As he walked over to one of the couches and sat down, that was in the Hall of Justice, basically. While Lashina, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman go to talk to, walk to the room to go talk, Black Canary, to talk, but a younger Black Canary approaches the boy sitting on the couch. As she looks like she's in her mid-20s, around 25 or 26. Hello there. What's your name? Izuku, human. Before she could say anything else, she heard his stomach rumble. You must be hungry. Come on, follow me. I'll get you some food. As he's interested by that, what type of food? You just have to follow me to find out. I won't bite. You're a very strange human. Black Canary lead him to the kitchen area of the Hall of Justice. When they throw little get-togethers with the Justice League, with the members of the Justice League. We cut to the other room with Lashina and the founders of the Justice League. All right, talk. What are you doing on my world? Well, for starters, the young man that came with me is the most recent child of Darkseid. Do you mean? Like I said, he's Darkseid's son, the youngest. He's genetically his son. Now you have my full attention, Lashina. He sent his son here to Earth to assassinate his mother. Of course, Izuku has no idea of his mother's identity, and I cannot allow that. I need your help. Out of everyone in the universe, you're the only one that can protect him from his father. I do not wish to see him to turn into his father. You know how much of a monster Darkseid is. I might not be able to escape Darkseid, but my fate has been sealed. But he still has a chance. He's still young. Darkseid has made him do terrible things, and you know him very well. So I don't really have to go into details of what he's been making him do. You actually care about the boy. I can see in your eyes. Of course I care about him. I've been taking care of him ever since he was a baby. I love him as he was like my own son. Even though he always calls me big sister, but I'm more than fine with that. Who's the boy's mother? Big Barda, as everyone's eyes widen. Hearing that, how's that even possible? Big Barda's been on Earth ever since Darkseid killed Mr. Miracle and almost killed her. When she first joined the female Furies, when Darkseid modified her to make her stronger, he took some of her DNA and had it in storage. And he combined it with his own DNA to create Izuku later on. Of course, Darkseid hasn't told him. As Darkseid told him he didn't have a mother. Of course, that was a lie. So he wouldn't get any strange ideas. He's still just a kid. A smart kid, but a kid nonetheless. He knows Darkseid doesn't care about him, but he still wants to make his father proud. After all, he is still his father. But I know this will never happen. The moment he is no longer useful or pose a threat, Darkseid will dispose of him. And me and Big Barda might have our issues, but we were once friends. And I don't want her own child to kill her. And Barda has no idea of his existence. He needs his mother to guide him to a better path than what he currently is on. And before you ask, he has the same ability as Darkseid, to a lesser degree. You need to warn her. Darkseid thinks she posed a threat. He believes Big Barda might be able to turn him against him. So I'll go and talk with her. Batman and Wonder Woman, please stay here and make sure she doesn't do anything. Superman. As Superman flies out of the Hall of Justice to the suburbs of Metropolis, as he lands in front of a big house, as he knocks on the door, getting stares from the neighbors. He's still in his hero suit, so he's quite noticeable. As Big Barda opens the front door, as she's wearing civilian clothes, she's retired from fighting. She lost the will to fight ever since Mr. Miracle was murdered in front of her. Superman, why are you here? Why are you here? Please, come inside. Thank you, Barda. What's going on? Why are you here? Don't get me wrong, it's nice to see you again, but you normally don't come to my place. I don't know what sort of trouble you got yourself into, but you know I'm retired, right? You might want to sit down for this. As they both sat on the couch, I got a visit from Lashina. Today. No more. I'll come out of retirement this one time. If she's plotting anything, I'll put an end to it. She hasn't done anything yet. She came with a young boy with her. Raised her eyebrow at that. If she's not causing trouble, then why are you here? There's no easy way to say this, Barda, so I'm just going to say it. After Darkseid left you on Earth, he used your DNA to create a son. According to what Lashina told us, we could always run a DNA test to be sure he's your son. As she remained quiet for a few seconds or a few minutes to process the information, my God, where is he? At the Hall of Justice, apparently Darkseid sent him with Lashina to assassinate you. Are you saying my own son wants to kill me? The boy is unaware of your connection with him. According to Lashina, Darkseid told him he had no mother. Darkseid believes that you might turn him against him if you're still alive, if he ever found out that you're his mother. That twisted, sick son of a bitch. Not only did he kill my husband, but he used my DNA to create a child. Then said that child tried to kill me, his own mother. As she got up from the couch and hit the wall with her fist. Damn it, I'm going to have to repair that. I want to see my son. Now. Of course, I have no intention of stopping you seeing your son. I just want to inform you of the situation. So Lashunit hasn't told him that I'm his mother? Is he in the dark? According to her, yeah, he's in the dark. Go. I want to meet my son. As that's where we're going to cut it. Hope you guys have a good night and day. Judging by time, sun's not catching the next video.